Hey, what's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we are back with another watch list video. And we're going to be going over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, March 24th. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome guys. Every Tuesday night we get together with the YouTube team and we talk about our watch list, which is something we do every night on our website, www.thestocksnipers.com. If you guys really do like this video, you can check that out. Every Tuesday we get together with the YouTube team and we go over the penny stocks that are hot for the next morning. Before we dive into the watch list for tonight, I want to give a quick shout out to the chat room from today. Absolutely crushed it this morning and played out two of the patterns that we really preach. A lot of people in the chat end up playing them out perfectly, and the goal is to sell it in the morning within the first 30 minutes. So I'm just going to go along the chat in the first 30 minutes, log it in here. This is our app, and in the first 30 minutes, I want to just show you guys how exciting it was today. Now the process of the way that we buy and sell these stocks is, if you're just starting with us, we want you to zone in Power Hour, which is from 3 to 4 o'clock. And from 3 to 4 o'clock, we create a list of 5 stocks that is called the Sniper Scope. Sniper Mike talked about that in another YouTube video. Make sure you check that out. But anyway, this Sniper Scope last night had 3 stocks that actually end up continuing very, very nicely. So let me just go ahead and scroll up. And we're going to talk about, there's people who bagged on 3 different ones from the Sniper Scope. We personally took AXXA, the one that we took overnight. Shout out to the team who bagged that with us. And then you had 3 snipers today that bagged 40% plus. Alright, so we start here in the morning. Sniper Mike saying the 2-minute morning at 9:28 before the bell rings. Then as you can see when the bell rings, 9:32, we saw SURG and HLB, 2 from the scope, had a huge gap up, I was saying, and we're getting the grind from AXXA. Then you see Sniper Don. He writes he bagged HALB 0.09 and he got in the 0.06s. Scrolling down a little bit more. Sniper Don says 40% win. I'll take it. He's at 937. Great win. He's kind of bummed because he didn't get the sell at the best spot. So how crazy is that? But he won 40% plus on that win. So you gotta love that. I just want to give a quick shout out to you guys putting in the work. Then you had our boy Sniper Daniel Despy. He bagged 30% on HALB. He said this is his biggest bag to date. Let's go, brother. And he started with us just 2 months ago. Sniper Christina, look at her bag. 0.068 to 0.0976. Got that fill up there in the high 9s, and she got 43%. And this is all within the first 10 minutes. That's at 9:39. So we had a very exciting morning from those stocks. That's why we love the Sniper Scope and love when these things heat up. You know, a lot of times we zone in on one, like we were telling you. We got into AXXA, and Sniper Mikey here just wrote $350 on AXXA. He was also in HALB, the other one, and look at this. Made $1,100 on that, and that's at 9:42, so we're still scrolling down. And so as we scroll down a little bit more, here's our sell alert. We gave AXXA a good amount of time. As you can see, we waited until 10:20, so we gave it 40 minutes to really make a move, and it got around that 15% mark. It looked like, you know, there wasn't as much volume as we wanted. Looked like some sellers were coming in around that area, so we went ahead and sold it. We took the bag from 7.5 to 8.63, so that was a very nice win there. And then a couple snipers actually ended up following up on AXXA and had a good win here. Ghost made $250 on AXXA. Pete sold it at 0.085, and our boy Trading 8 ended up selling it at 0.87. So that was just an example of a morning when, you know, people are locked into those Sniper Scope plays, and like we said, it's really just, you really only have to focus if you first start trading with us on these 5 stocks from the Sniper Scope, and then really follow up the next morning and just learn those over and over again. And it's great to see. It's freaking actually awesome to see this, to see it, you know, paying off and people actually, you know, putting in the work and seeing it, other people be able to grind this out and make this happen. And some nice bags, like 40% with those 3 people. It's freaking awesome, man. So big shout out to the team. I wanted to say that today was a little bit of a slower day, so it's more about patience, guys. Patience pays. We're actually all cash. We're not in the stock overnight. You know, like I said, we usually like to buy the stock at the end of the day, sell it the next morning. But tonight, we are all cash, and that is because we are being patient. You gotta wait till these patterns line up. And there was really only one that was lining up on the Sniper Scope today, but that just shows patience pays. Some days you'll have 3. That's why patience pays, because the one that, you know, was holding up ended up falling out a little bit. So there's no point of getting in something that's mediocre when you have, you know, some days like the days that we had this morning. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and let's dive into the watch list for tomorrow. Again, we are all cash, so let's see what we can do with the cash we got. We have 3 stocks. The first one is ILUS, which is the one you're seeing to the right side. And let's talk about why we wrote about it. We wrote about it because it's a potential 52-week breakout. So it's an OTC stock that's approaching that 52-week breakout. As you can see, here's the high of 18.98. Today, it gapped up and it actually tested, you know, that former resistance of 18, but it dipped right away. So it didn't really get the volume to push past that 18-cent mark. So we're in no rush here. Again, it was a slower day, so this is one of the few that are on the list, and it's on it because it is nearing that 52-week high, and it is starting to consolidate in this 15-cent area. So what we're looking at is if this thing holds that 15-cent area and starts to creep back up, we'll really be eyeing it, especially if it could get over this 18 cents resistance that it was struggling at today. Still trading mid-range until it gets up to that breakout spot. So we'll be watching throughout the week to see if it can get there. The next one on the list, SURG. A lot of people bagged this in the chat. Big shout out. This was one of the 3 sniper scope stocks that did awesome the next morning. Just in that last hour to today, this stock spiked almost 100%. It actually spiked like 75%, breaking out of the 37 cents resistance and power hour, topping out at 57 cents today. And now why are we watching it? Let's read about it. We said OTC 52-week breakout on above average volume on Monday. Really nice continuation. After this one gapped up, it made a nice push to 57. But look, guys, after it topped out at 57, it continually dipped after that, making lower highs and just continually dipped. So it is now down around 15% from the highs that it made, and this is a fresh breakout. So now for us, we're actually watching this for a potential panic dip buy. If this one actually dips tomorrow morning and gets a panic like it did from the 57 cent area down here to the 47s before bouncing a little bit, because that wasn't a great panic. We want to see a big panic because it just was at 57, maybe come all the way down to that 35 cent area, that 35 cent support that it was making 2 days ago before the breakout. And congrats guys who played this move. Look at this beautiful move. Congrats snipers that played this from 37 cents to 57. Gotta love it. Last but not least is a first green day that we're actually watching for a panic dip by tomorrow, and we're watching it because this one closed 35% plus, but it has a history of having a panic dip in the following mornings after these first green days. So if it dips enough, we'll keep an eye on it. It did make 16-cent support today. So if it cracked that 16-cent support, you know, we'd like to see it dip down here into the mid-13s where it actually has some support down here. Today, it spiked all the way to 21. It made an unbelievable move from the mid-12s to 21, right? So now that I closed that around the 16-cent area, a lot of people are down. So if this thing does crack the 16-cent support, it could come down and get a potential panic. So these are the 3 stocks tonight, guys. Let's see what we got. All right, snipers. I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. I hope you guys picked up some new tickers. To my snipers out there, we were all in baggage claim this morning. Causing havoc. That this was an amazing morning. I can't wait to see more like these. This is why it's great to grind with the team. Days like this make all the grind pay off. And, you know, being able to see some people make 30, 40% overnight. You know, that's what's moving the account. And it's awesome to see the people who are grinding with us day in and day out, you know, in there, in the Sniper Scope and Power Hour, be able to get that reward that they deserve. And there's many more like that coming, as long as you're in the trenches. So, big shout out to the Sniper team, to my YouTube team. Thank you guys for always joining us every Tuesday. If you like what we got going on, make sure you hit a like and subscribe. Much love, everybody. We'll be back next Tuesday. Sniper Nick out.